Hey guys, Big Bri, no holds barred. I saw a video yesterday and it sent me reeling. CBLEZ, I'll call him a friend, no problem, good guy. Love that he's in the business, got great enthusiasm and energy. I saw a video where he basically called out repacks. And he said repacks are not breaking. You're right, CBLEZ, you're completely right. Repacks are not breaking the consumer's wallet the same way original products many times do. See, you're missing so much, CBLEZ. And I know you're a Tops guy. I know you guys get shitloads of product from those guys and from the other guys, and you're peddling tons of product. I get that. And you do a great job. Fans who love those kind of products, you do great. You have an almost unlimited supply of some of these items. Of course. Go to you if you want to break some of these incredible or things you think are incredible, Tops or Panini or Leaf or whatever. Leaf makes probably the best of the best value of the bunch, but some of these regular products, you're missing so much, CBLEZ. First and foremost, the repack itself is critical to the financial infrastructure of the business. Have you seen the way singles have been massacred in the market over the last year or two? Yeah, it's still getting worse. But guess where it's getting the very worst? Ultra high-end nosebleed. Why? There's no net underneath to catch the values. There's no repackers that are buying $50,000 cards to put into repacks. But you know where the value is the most solid? Yeah, you guessed it. 50 to 1,000. 50 to 1,000, sometimes even 2,000. 50 to 2,000 is so much more solid than any other place in the market. So to me, if we don't have the repackers, the values will plummet. Now, let me preface this with, I am the father of the modern repack. That's right. Razor Rookie Retro was the first modern repack. Now, yes, people took a bunch of cards and threw them in a box, but not like one premium card in a box that was graded or released by another manufacturer. No one did that before me with Rookie Retro. I think it was 2009 or 2010. 2009, Razor Rookie Retro was the first modern repack. So yeah, I helped create that. And the vision was quite simple. The products that are on the market deliver the value they can, but they can only do so much. Part of this is because of licensing. I've been preaching from Leaf for years. Licensing can kill you because 30% or more of the money off the top, plus the marketing that's required by the license, plus all the approval, all the costs that are extra because of the license, force the product prices up. And when that happens, the value for the consumer, relative to what they pay, goes down. It's really quite simple. Go watch breaks. And I'm not going to pick on a product. I'm not picking on Panini. They do an incredible job with National Treasures for what original factory cost is, given the licensing and all that. But go watch 20 cases of National Treasures get open, basketball. Good product, really good product, big upside. And go watch 20 cases of a $12,000 repack. It could be Backyard's Nebulas. It could be 20 packs of my 888 or 777 I did while I was at Leaf, or 888, which is one of my Fortune products coming out soon. You can basically open the same amount of value in repacks, and I will guarantee you that 19 out of 20 times, the repack will deliver more value than the new product. 19 out of 20. 19 out of 20. That's a big number. The fact is, I'm a poker player, and when I go to a casino, you may notice that casinos don't have a lot of nosebleed limit tables. And the reason is they want it to be affordable for the customers, and they don't want customers to go broke playing over their heads. In addition, the rake is pretty small. Why? Because if you rake too much out of the pot, there'll be no money left for the players, and everyone will go broke. So the reality is, while cards are not I'm not going to say cards are gambling. We'll let you decide those things. But the reality is, we're playing at nosebleed tables already. We're already at the high stakes tables, bigger than we probably should be. But it's made worse when the return is rough. Now, could you hit the triple logo man LeBron that sells for $3 million? Maybe so, or $2 million, or $1 million, whatever. Yeah, that's possible. A needle in a haystack, absolutely. Absolutely. Someone could get filthy rich. For the most part, a $13,000 case yields $3,000. Most modern repacks will, and $3,000 is generous in many cases. I'll be honest. Sometimes it's $2,000. Again, not Panini's fault, because when they built it, they built the case to be $3,000-4,000. They didn't build it to be $12,000, $15,000. But you open a case of $15,000 repacks, most probably you're going to end up with $7,000 to $12,000, depending on the repack. So the question is, are repacks bad? No. Because some people also are tired of pulling the same old cards all year long. And again, in the beginning, the rookies are exciting, but the problem is by the end of the year, how many freaking Paulos do you need? How many freaking Chets do you need? You've had enough of these guys. And again, I'm not picking on basketball. In football, we get tired of Kenny Pickett. We get tired of, which is why companies like Leaf are focusing on NIL to try to keep it interesting. But take that aside. In a repack, anything can come out. Cards you never dreamed of pulling can come out. Cards you had to open cases of to pull can come out. It's really not that difficult. It captivates the imagination of the collector. It breaks up monotony. It delivers a better return on the median box. It returns a much better return, double the return generally on a median box. Plus, if you're a collector or a buyer, you get to decide what you buy anyway. CBLEZ, I love you. Why are you telling people what to buy? Let them decide. It's their collection. It's their money. The fact at the end of the day is, the guys who don't like repacks don't make repacks generally. The guys who swear off Panini and Topps or Leaf or whoever they swear off, Upper Deck, it's because they don't have a license to make cards. Quit listening to these guys. Buy what you want. Don't be guilted into buying something or out of buying something. Just watch it opened. These streams, the beauty thing about Whatnot, you don't have to like Whatnot, but at least you can watch as a bystander. Take your calculator and add it up. The repack I'm making, certain packs yield as much as 90%. When the customer pays X amount of dollars for a pack, $100 for a pack, I have packs, I think the best pack I have calculated to yield 80 some odd percent, which is what I did at Leaf, which is why they don't do repacks all that much, because there's not enough margin in it. You can't make enough money. But that's why Leaf repacks were amazing, because we spent the most money. We kept the least money in the middle. We weren't trying to get rich. It was just something to make it cool for customers. I'm doing that with what I'm doing, but the point is, add the numbers up. Go look at a case of Backyards Nebulas, or Swish Breaks' Bada Bangs, or Bleachers, Ultimate Sweats, or whatever it is. I don't care what the break is. Don't look at what I'm making. What I'm making will be different, but worry about these guys. Look at what they're making. And you may say, hey, some repacks are terrible and some are great. But do the math. Don't listen to some guy like this. He's just making statements. Do the freaking math. You've got a calculator. Pull it out and push the buttons. Once you see the return, you decide what to buy. Go watch 20 Cases of Treasure. It's not very hard to do right now because everybody's pushing it out the door. Add up the cards. Don't add up what they're saying on the stream a card is worth. Add up what the cards are really selling for. And make a decision. What do you want to buy? But to say repacks aren't breaking is stupid. It's stupid because you're putting people in this box where they have to make a decision if a card product is only a card product if it's made by 3 or 4 people. And that's bullshit. It's bullshit. The fact is, as a consumer, you're buying cards. You either buy singles, you buy into breaks, you buy repack boxes, you buy new boxes, you buy into new box breaks, you buy into old vintage breaks, you buy whatever the hell you want. But you get to do the math. You've got a calculator. Figure out where the value proposition is the best. And it's not just the dollars. Because buying a single card might be your best bet financially. But is it the most fun? Does it give you volatility and allow you to have a little bit of volatility in your return? Maybe not. Maybe buying a repack, yes, while you get a better return, you don't have a shot at that $1 million card. And maybe you're the ultimate gambler and want a shot at that $1 million logo man. Go buy that. I just don't want anyone telling me what to buy. And especially someone who doesn't understand the critical importance of repacks in the business. I love you, Blez. But your inability to buy a card at 80% of the show doesn't mean shit to me. Frankly, pay more then, hotshot. If you're a consumer and you want a card, pay 100%. You can't compete with someone who's just throwing a card in a box. You would think someone as rich as you or I could buy whatever we want, right? Let's go, bro. I'm not going to keep this going forever. You get the gist of it. Repacks are necessary because people, number one, want a different experience than the sometimes painful experience of new products, sometimes not painful. B, they want liquidity in the market. They don't want cards falling through the floor and values being very, very, very ugly. Trust me, I've spent $250,000 on eBay and in auctions and at shows in the last couple of months buying assets that sold too cheap because I'm making a repack. And the fact is, that $250,000, if I don't bid, I promise you a lot of those cards go 15, 20% less. Because you can look at the bid history and see me and one other person did all the bidding. Trust me. They're necessary. They're actually wanted in the business. But the number one reason why repacks, when you look at something, what you're doing, CBLEZ, I can't believe I'm saying this. What you're doing, CBLEZ, is you're calling out people like Backyard and Bleachers. You can not like them for whatever reason you don't like them. That's fine. I find them entertaining, but you don't have to like them. The fact is, you're calling them out for doing all repack shows now. Because you look at their show, 90% of their show is repack, 10% is new products. And that's because the value isn't there in the new product compared to the repack. That's it. They want their customers to last a little bit, and they're not going to last if you keep shoving $300 football boxes that have $30 worth of cards, or $280 basketball boxes that have $50 worth of cards, or $100 baseball boxes that have $12 worth of cards, or $22 worth of cards, or $1,000 baseball boxes that have a $40 Steven Strasburg autograph in it. That's not going to cut it. Of course, you're going to talk bad about those guys, A, because they are not homers for the card companies, and B, they're your competition. Well, CBLEZ, dude, let your product and let your sales and let your entertaining show do the talking. There's no need to badmouth those breakers that have chosen that set of products, nor their customers who've chosen that set of products to buy from them either. If the customer agrees with you, they won't support those guys. But there's a reason why those rooms are full every night, because that's what people want. And I remember when I was the CEO and owner of Leaf, number one priority, give them what they want. This is a challenge to the card companies. You now know what you're competing with. Let's go. Do it. Bring value that will make it indisputable that your products kick the repacks ass. And in the meantime, people selling cards from their products are winners. They get more for their cards than ever. It actually helps the manufacturers because without that, the value return on new products would be even worse. But most of all, don't tell people what to buy. Let them choose. Don't tell people what experience they have to have. Let them choose. Really simple. Guys, sorry I got worked up. I saw this video and I was about to punch the guy. I love him too. I want to kiss him and punch him. Not punch him to hurt him. Just punch him to knock some sense into the guy. Come on, let's don't play dirty pool. Customers will decide and they will vote with their wallets. I always believed it at Leaf and I still believe it today. Guys, thank you for tuning in. I will catch you on the next one.